So, today, there's some odd birds flying over. Storches, I think. What? What's going on? You see that? Yeah, I think you can. It's very strange. You usually don't see them flying in groups above here. Very odd. Interesting. What are they doing here? Hi. Okay, anyway. Yeah, it's overall pretty clouded. It's kind of a big gray soup behind it as well, so yeah, there's no sun coming through this. Some really thick clouds here and there too. No rain. No rain this time. Not a lot of wind either. But I mean, it is pretty cold out there. It's still flying up there? Oh no, they moved on. A strange little moment to catch there on camera. I did actually see them on the video. Alright. So, it is Wednesday, the 22nd of October 2025. Temperatures 14 degrees Celsius with 81% humidity, 11 kilometers an hour wind, and 10% precipitation. Okay. I think it's just probably going to be this kind of weather all week. It's going to get cold in the weekend, 11 degrees. It's pretty much the same looking. Clouded. A bit of rain here and there. Yeah. Very typical autumn weather. Right. So, hope everybody's having a good Wednesday out there. I'm doing okay. Had a very strange day yesterday in many ways, and it's kind of strange now. But good day. But then, like, I was starting to watch the Alex Jones show, and they got like this weird interruption. Like their power went out. Even like it's a suspected hack attack. But I mean, yeah, something went around yesterday because like my internet started acting really weird, and it was not like, oh, the modem's not working. No, it was working fine. I literally like couldn't reach Google, and I couldn't reach Discord, wouldn't like properly work. And then like sometimes like Rumble did work, strangely enough, but then at times it would get choked out and just nothing would work. Just went up and down, like the internet just like got bogged down a lot, like out of nowhere. And then eventually it kind of stopped doing that. But I thought like, oh shit, there's like a worldwide cyber attack or something, because this was just crazy. Never had any experience like that before, like it when it would act like this. I was genuinely worried there for a bit, for a couple of hours, for 2 hours, and then really it kind of went back to normal. Because just like, yeah, I think a whole bunch of sites just started to get interrupted, were down potentially. So I never had that with Google before, where just Google is not, you can't reach it. What? I've never experienced that. Right. But thankfully it does seem to be back to normal. It was back to normal also for the Owen Benjamin stream, which was a great stream. And everything seems to be working fine, just like it would normally now. So guess that was it. Very odd. Right. And also, I'm just experiencing, like, it feels like a Mandela effect, because supposedly today the new electric thing was going to be installed, supposedly a smart meter, but I said no, don't do that. That would be a health hazard for me because it's like directly under my bed. So just do the digital one. Well, nobody showed up today. Okay. So I guess nothing then. Very strange, very unexpected. Alright, just check my email. Is this okay? That's an ad. All right. Yeah, that was that. So yeah, now it's been kind of amicable and eventful. I was a little bit on Earth Awakenings earlier, and like yeah, I was good in good spirits. Talking about the weird upper layer. There's supposedly some kind of like plasma going on there, and like becoming apparent when rocket ships fly into it, and then it just leaves this wave stuff. Just happens, and it's not coming out of the engine. It's happening in front of it. So it's like it's thing. It's just wading through it. Very strange. So like, what is that? Some plasma thing. We're just having a discussion about it because it is very strange, and I feel like that's a thing that's basically been discovered at some point. They might have just like, oh, we're gonna call it the radiation belt or whatever. But they just could never really fit it in the heliocentric system that they had basically already constructed virtually and mathematically ahead of time. And now, like, oh, it turns out this is there. Well, they can't fit it. So they just kind of compartmentalize it and they don't really know how to fit it. It just doesn't make any sense. Right, with the atmospheric model of gravity holding the gases to the ball and supposedly running thinner and thinner. Well, there shouldn't be anything like that out there, and then it makes no sense. Can't really justify it, but it's there. It's up there, and who knows? I mean, plasma, probably electrical activity. It might be like a weird cloud power source, a cloud of plasma and electrified plasma somehow, something like that. That's even basically causing the manifestation of the celestial lights. Right? It might be the source of the power in that basically helps manifest the celestial lights, holograms of them. So yeah, that was my idea behind it. Just an interesting little discussion. Right? There's still things out there that are just they don't fit any model, and it's still kind of a mystery. It's interesting. Just really speculate about that. Anyhow, right? So yeah, I had a good. I've got very hungry. I'm very hungry right now. But yeah, I ate a whole bunch yesterday. I feel really good and really strong. Restored. Right, and yeah, in the meantime, everything is just carrying on. Infowars Studios, it's all still there. Also, they were supposedly going to be taken down. A bad player in Trump's administration, one of the lawyers, has been identified and pointed out. Like, he's basically like a mole. It's insane that that's even happening with the Trump administration, that he just has these moles there and he doesn't even realize it. It's really nutty. But that's going on. I don't even care about all those types of details too much, but I mean it does stand out just like how nutty it is. That like Trump is like trying to do all these policies and then it gets blocked top down. And we've heard those stories from a distance. What turns out is like his own freaking lawyer. One of the lawyers that's on his team that's actually doing that blocking. Like, and he didn't even know that. It was just like, what? How is this even happening? It's just nuts. Alright, so yeah. Weird stuff. Oh yeah, and weird little thing like Savannah Hernandez. Like, I watched that girl like as an Infowars crew on the streets and all that, and apparently is now a White House correspondent. Like, what? I mean, cool. She's definitely a capable person. But that was like, what? So basically, Alex Jones's ex Infowars team member, basically got assimilated into the White House. Not affiliated anymore, but just moving on in career, I guess. That was weird. Cool. Right, so that's it. That was it. I'm just gonna round out the show. That's it. No, just kidding. I'm not gonna round out the show. Right. Yesterday's show was fine. It was just kind of irritating, though, to have another troll figure pretending like they're a Jew and creating outrage. And maybe they were a Jew, I don't know, but just not behaving right, not being amicable. But I mean, yesterday was just such a. And the day before, it was all about Jews. It was crazy. So much hassle, so much gnawing of teeth and clawing and ankle biting everywhere. Jews, from Jews, against Jews. It's just nuts. Like, the fuck was all that? I think it's gone away again. Thank God. Ugh. Right. But yeah, I have my own opinions about it. And those opinions definitely do not match like what certain groups of people want it to be. So they can never agree with one another either. So yeah. I just like to be very, very neutral and very honest, and from that position also realize like all these people that are part of that, not all of them actually know what they really are doing. They're just being part of a movement, and the entire movement is deceived, but it's still moving. It's still doing its thing, and it's being accepted with its parameters as it presents itself, even though it's false. And that happens a lot in the world. Right? But I mean, it's really, even to AJUIMs themselves, an honest one, it's really worth pondering upon what actually is a Jew. Because that is just an entire story. And it's multiple stories, and they don't really actually mix. And that is interesting, but it's hard to find, I guess, a Jewish person that would be willing to just talk about that in a neutral fashion without them getting irritated. Which is a shame, because it's really interesting. I mean, for example, Khazarian history is also actually kind of fascinating. Like, from the surface, because I haven't really dove too deeply into it, a little bit, because of just videos by happenstance that researchers in the past, and I looked more into it like in the last 5 years than I am now, because it's like I think I get it now. I think I've seen enough. But yeah, they're like Khazarians, fascinating and kind of terrifying. It's just, but I mean, definitely fascinating too. It's like a phenomenon among humans. What a strange people. Right. And it's like, I'm not like, oh, well, they're lying, so that means they're all evil and it needs to be removed or something. No. I'm like, dude, they need to figure out who they really are. They're lost in the process. Like, they don't even really know, a lot of them. And I mean, and then yeah, you could attribute that to like, ooh, when you make up stories and then you like really propagandize those stories, well, there's a risk you'll, or generationally, you'll literally start to believe it's real. And those that knew it wasn't, they keep their mouths shut, and then the following people that actually believe it, well, then they just really believe it and it just becomes real to them. And I think that that is also something that's kind of happened with the Khazarians a lot. That they're so tricky that eventually, like, they accidentally fall for their own tricks. It's, yeah, and that's, it's all fascinating. It, that effect might be also like the origin of Marxism itself, because Marxists fool themselves continually. They keep themselves in the ignorance actively and thereby be a pawn of Satan, you could argue. But like, they can't actually consciously handle it, so they just follow a system. Marxism is fundamentally mental gymnastics. That's like at the foundation of it. If you can't do those mental gymnastics and then stick to it, well, you can't do it. But I mean, you should be glad if you can't do it, because I mean, it is hell. And if you believe in such things, then hell might just be waiting at the end of the road when you actually decide to do that. So, right? I wouldn't, just be glad that God protected you to a level where you can't deceive yourself into doing that. Right. That coffee's tasting great. I just wish I had a croissant. Dude, I ate my croissant yesterday evening and now I'm like, damn it, I really wish I had a croissant. When you have a croissant, I don't want it. And then when you don't have a croissant, I want a croissant. Well, technically, it should then always be better to have a croissant, because then you'll have less need of one. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day. I am. I feel good. Everything this week thus far has been going very smoothly. Except maybe the weird hack situation, the internet fluke. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna be voting next week. I'm definitely gonna vote for him for democracy. I mean, dude, Gideon van Meijeren, what a legend. He's like one of my favorite guys in there, and he's so good at what he does. But he just had his talking point. That's just exactly my talking point. It's like, I love the environment. These measures are not good for the environment. You're saying you're saving it, but it's actually just wrecking everything. Like, yeah. Marxism, environmentalism is actually anti-environmentalism. It's all double-speak feudalism. All of Marxism is. It's all double-speak feudalism. It's lies telling you, oh, this is a problem. The problem's not there. Then their solution actually creates the problem, right? I like to call it solution. Oh, wait, no. Is it? Yeah, solution, reaction, problem. Right? The solution's already there. Nothing. There is no problem. You have a reaction to it. It's like there needs to be a problem there. So we're going to just say there is a problem. And then people buy into it. They don't know. Then you act upon that problem you virtually created, and that actually creates the problem. Yeah? Solution, reaction, problem. Not problem, reaction, solution, which is like the classic version, which is like a statecraft tactic, and it's very logical to apply that, especially in complicated situations. This is basically standard. But that's not what Marxists do. They don't create a problem and then fix it. No, they just create problems. They go at something that it has no problem. Then they claim it has a problem. Then they ruin it. And that then creates the problem that they were supposedly warning about. Solution, reaction, problem. Right, so that's the title now. There you go. Yeah, Marxist politics, solution, reaction, problem. Warn about problems that do not exist and then create those problems as the solution. Yeah, let's screw it. I'm just doing it. Hope everybody appreciates the show. Don't forget to Rogan's it up if you are. Get in a conversation with me. That would be great. Just be a real person. You know, don't create a sock account and then, oh, it's made on the very day, and oh, the person's just interacting with me like they've known me all this time and have all these ideas and opinions about me, and oh, you're meddling around and you're pushing, and oh, yeah, that's a troll. I know that's a troll. That guy from yesterday, I knew it was a troll. And I already had an idea like which troll, which I don't have like an exact individual behind it, but like based on the behavior, I know like, oh, is that one troll that likes to like dangle a little bit of reward above my head and then not give it and then blame me, make me feel guilty for not doing the right thing for him to do that. Yeah, that I hate that guy. As soon as somebody does that, they are banned. I do not give a fuck what preceded that. You do that, you're banned. I don't care who you are. It's very simple. Don't falsely promise to send me support. Do not do that. Ever. Yeah, better to just say, sorry, not gonna do it. Only deal with people as an equal. It's just what it means to me. It means somebody's actually connecting. Yeah, and then I will cherish and protect that connection. But not if the person then, because I can feel that it's a spiritual thing, you can feel that somebody's like, you this is not how it works. I mean, that's why I say when you support me, it's unconditional. You might have a request or whatever, and I might do it, but it's the support itself is unconditional, which means that if you send it and if you then suddenly are dissatisfied about whatever, that's too bad. It's sent, it's done. Right? And if you then make a fit about it and I do not respond well to that, then I can just ban you, and yeah, that seems so unjustified. Well, I have to do that for my own sanity. Because if people just start sending me money and then encroaching in on my spiritual sovereignty, as it were, yeah, then that literally just makes everything difficult for me. Disrupts my own ability to actually do the unique things that I can do. Because I become too preoccupied with dealing with all of it. All those things that are distracting, not productive. Idea-wise, productive. Alright. And I mean, people that support me, it's like they support me as friends and they get it. It's like they appreciate what I do. They'd like it to keep going and like to see me be effective and not just be like, I'm afraid of going hungry. Because when I'm like that, it's sad. Then I don't have as good as an energy. So then they can't enjoy the show as well as they could if I was doing better, right? And that's really what should motivate people to support me if they can. I mean, if they just can't do it, too preoccupied, or they need to invest in something to help them grow, then I'm like, yeah, do that, absolutely. Like, I want my listeners and followers to thrive. I want them to thrive. I want them to do better. Don't just want, like, give everything to me. Like, no, I want you to crush it. Like, I'll help stimulate you if necessary with that. Just don't do it at my expense. Don't try to climb up on my shoulders or something. Don't deal with me like a crab. Like, I'm not gonna be a crab in a bucket for you to step on, to try to climb out. That ain't happening. All right. Right. Okay, well, this could turn out to be the shortest show that I've done so far if I would round out right now. So literally nobody shows up. I mean, I've already reported out on pretty much everything. Addressed a whole bunch of different things, but I did so in short way, so sometimes there's nobody else to reflect upon. It just like, yeah, the subject just like, it's done quicker. There's no details to point out then. It just feels like that has no purpose then, right? Because somebody communicates back to me about something I'm talking about, that gives me an impulse, like, oh, somebody's actually interested. Well, then it's worth to get into more detail about it, right? It's nobody responding, then it's like, apparently they don't care. Okay, well, then I'll just stop talking about that subject quicker, because there's no demand for it, apparently. Okay, fine. Right, but yeah, whatever happens today on the show, I feel great. I'm feeling good. Hungry, but I mean, I do have food, and I've been eating really well. I'm really loving the chili that I made, and I'm gonna, yeah, today's good. It was 3 meals altogether. Today's gonna be the final time, and that's good. It's like enough. Like, I feel saturated about it. It's like, it's been great, and now it's like, I'm kind of glad that that's over with again, because I wouldn't really want it another day. No matter how great it is, like, eventually it's like, yeah, maybe again next month.